Hey, what's up? We love Burger King grilled dogs. They're made with 100% beef, and they're 100%. They're so good, they make us want to sing like... I can't believe it. Burger King made a grilled dog. Made with 100% beef. Flame grilled anytime you want. You can try it in classic or chili cheese.
Flame grilled and made with 100% beef, starting at just $1.99. Get a grilled dog now at participating Burger King restaurants. Flame grilling hot dogs since 2016. Price and participation vary.
Hi, I'm stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
Do the intro.
All right, hey, hi, how's it going?
Wow, radio voice.
Yeah, that's right. Got my radio voice on. How are you?
Good. Do you want to tell your weird pants story?
Oh, yeah, sure. Today,
Right up top. Welcome
let's
to
start
the
with that.
podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Today, I wore a pair of compression athletic pants, as I am wont to do every day of my life. And
Which is probably not great for you.
well, I mean, I don't wear, like, super tight compression normally. It was just... I was like, well, these are comfortable, I'll wear these. But because I've been weightlifting again, my thighs are more muscular, and I realized about 6 hours into my workday that they were just a little bit too tight. And when I took them off, my legs ached, like deep muscle ached. It was like when you take a rubber band and wrap around your finger too tight and you let it go, and it like hurts.
Yeah.
Once the blood starts to flow, my legs felt like that for like 3 hours. It hurt so I had to put my gym shorts on in my office and leave early. It was very unfortunate.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like really pissed about it, but I feel a lot better now. I biked over here, which helped a lot. I put better pants on. I'm gonna get rid of
Still athletic pants though.
Yeah, well, these aren't compression. That's part of why I wore them. They fit looser.
Great. I'm wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't bike in sweatpants.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't want to get into an accident.
Well, since we're on fashion, what wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I am wearing my Becky Lynch 100% Bad Last shirt because I was so pissed that all the women's entrances got cut last night, and I didn't want to wear Charlotte's shirt, so I picked that one.
Charlotte looked really pretty last night.
She did. I actually thought that Charlotte did a good job. We'll talk about that later. But I was like, all right. I actually really wanted to wear my Dean Ambrose shirt, but I wore it earlier this week, and it's dirty.
I am wearing my I'm a Paul Heyman girl shirt.
First time on the podcast?
I think so, because it's a pajama shirt because they only had it available in mediums, and because WWE's sizing system is insane. Like,
it makes
in
no
no
sense.
world am I a small.
Yeah.
But if I want my shirt to not fit like a baggie, then I have to buy it in small, and they only had medium. So any shirt that I get that's on sale that only has medium, it just becomes a JAMA shirt.
That's smart.
Or I got an AJ Lee shirt, and it was a small, and her shirts just fit weird. So
yes, her shirts do fit weird. It's very weird. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. So my AJ Lee shirt is also, maybe I'll just start wearing my pajama shirts just to get them into rotation. Because I can't remember when I was like, oh, Erin, you have so many shirts. I did not count any of my pajama shirts.
Man.
Which there's like kind of a decent amount of those.
Yeah, I didn't count my tank tops at first too, so I had more than I thought.
Oh my God, we're disgusting.
We are disgusting.
How was your week?
It was really, really good. Well, part of it was good.
Drama.
Yeah, well, no, we won't get too into this, but there was a horrific shooting in Orlando.
Yeah, I thought you meant your personal.
No. My uncle and his husband live in Orlando and party a lot, and so it was the first time the U.S. has ever activated their safety checks, and I literally have never.
I noticed that.
I've never been so glad to get a notification from Facebook, maybe in my entire life. Like it was really weird to think like, holy shit, like he could have been there, like absolutely could have been there.
Yeah.
So that was a rough end of the weekend. I did a lot of crying, which was very difficult.
Yeah.
But before that, we're gonna hard shift away from that.
Shift,
We're gonna hard shift. Sorry, I brought that down real quick.
No,
but we're gonna hard shift away.
I figured we would talk about it a little bit because they had a moment of silence on Slammiversary, which was in Orlando.
Oh, shit.
Yep, and they had a moment of silence on Raw. So
Yeah, I was glad that they both did that.
Me too.
That's good. So before all of that horrible, awful stuff happened, my 10-year high school reunion was on Saturday, and I went to that. So it was like absolute highest high weekend down like straight to the lowest low.
I feel
It was
like
really
you're the
weird.
only person in the history of the world that has enjoyed going to their 10-year reunion.
Everybody at my reunion had a fucking blast. Everyone had so much fun. It was so weird. There were a bunch of people who are still friends with people who we went to high school with and graduated with who were like, don't go to the reunion. It's going to be so dumb. And so then everyone who was there was like, this is actually awesome. It was at like a pretty cool bar, and everyone just got to like bop around and hang out. And there were like, I think over the course of the night, like 50 people showed up. I had a graduating class of 200, so like a quarter of my class came, which was really weird. Like, it was weird. There were 2 guys from my graduating class, and I was like, oh damn, y'all got handsome. When did that happen? It was really weird. And somebody in the bar recognized my Nakamura shirt. He came up and he was like, I love your shirt, and went to give me a high five, and it like took me a second. I was like, what are you talking about?
And you were like, oh, strong style.
Oh, that's right. I'm wearing this wrestling shirt.
Do you love his baby voice?
Always and forever. He's the best. Whatever. But yeah, so that was it was really, really fun. And I got to like see a bunch of my old college friends too, so I had this like really exciting Saturday. It was really great, actually. It was exactly what I needed. How was your week?
Weekend was nuts. We had an event on Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Jesus God, that's a lot.
And a show. I wasn't in the show, but I ran the show on Friday. I was so tired. I was so tired this weekend. But the events went really well.
Good.
It was 2 weddings and a baby shower. The wedding on Saturday had a bunch of fucking terrible frat boys and sorority girls, but
No, thank you.
it's fine. I had to compensate. I kept having to compensate off-site alcohol from people. I like there was a bottle of Jaeger that I just picked up. I was like, ugh, I confiscated. And then the groomsman was like, hey, you seen my bottle of Jaeger? I was like, yeah, I have it. You could get us shut down for that.
Yeah.
You have a free open bar. Go drink that.
Idiot.
Caterers don't let you do shots because they don't want you to fuck up a venue.
Yeah, seriously.
The bride and groom signed a contract. Don't fuck this up for them.
Oh my God.
Jägermeister idiot.
Idiots.
Also, Jägermeister is gross.
I actually really like Jaeger, but I'm like the only person alive who likes black jelly beans, so that makes a little sense, I guess.
Blah. Blah.
It's a dessert drink. You're not supposed to do shots of it. You're supposed to really slowly sip it.
I don't. I just can't.
I mean,
Like
that's
that.
fine. It's Ruined Forever by Frat Boys of America. Whoa, what?
Oh, also, okay. This is like my reaction is going to surprise people. We saw X-Men Apocalypse, and I fucking loved it.
Really? Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, if you are not an X-Men fan, I don't know how you would react to it. And it's not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm that girl that will stay on with an X-Men book, even though I know it's terrible, because I love the characters so much. And the character development, especially with the younger people, like, I had no faith in Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, and she fucking hit it out of the goddamn park.
That's awesome.
Like, it was just so, the new Storm is great. Like, I was just, like, freaking out. The stinger at the end, I, like, Nick doesn't know anything, but he went there with me, and the stinger at the end, I won't spoil it, but I was just like, ah! Ah! And he was like, what? And I was like, they're bringing blank to the thing, and if they bring blank, then they'll probably bring blank. And, like, I just got very excited. And then we got Noodles and Company. It was great.
That does sound great.
Also, if you go to the theater in Evanston, they have a bar there. And
Yes, they
if
do.
you go see a movie that's PG-13 or higher, you can bring booze into the theater.
Baller.
I didn't know that. We were just going to have a drink. And they were like, oh, do you want to bring this into the theater? And I was like, yes. And he was like, what movie are you seeing? I was like, not Zootopia? I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Cool.
yeah. Well, that's Matt, so I guess we
All right,
should.
we'll be back.
All right. I didn't really take any notes. Do you have news?
No, I don't. I didn't really take notes either. Not this week.
David Otunga has been added to the commentary and for Superstars in main event.
Yep, that happened. That's very exciting. I don't know.
Should we do a quick Google search for
Whatever.
the news? Wrestling news, real quick. What's going on in wrestling?
Oh, they announced all of the final 32 participants in the Cruiserweight Classic. There's a lot of really good people. Tajiri is going to be in it, which is super weird.
I don't know who that is. Explain.
He was a wrestler in like the late 90s, 2000s. He spit green mist all over people. You might remember that.
Yeah.
If you saw it. That's who Tajiri is. He's like trained like a luchador, but fights like Japanese strong style. Yeah, he's in it. There's a bunch of really good people. If you haven't looked at the list yet, you should. I don't know who's gonna win. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Sasha Banks is going to be on WWE 2K17.
Yes, I saw that. The first 3 people announced were Sasha, John Cena, and Ultimate Warrior. Like, damn, they wanted to make sure you knew that the women were going to be in it.
I don't understand them. Like, okay, you obviously know what you have in Sasha. You know that people love her. You put her, like, in the main event, or not main event. She's in the main event. On main event. The video game, you make sure everybody knows, but, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Neville returning to WWE within the next month.
That's good. That is very good news. Connor's coming back from his suspension. That's almost over.
Okay.
That's good. Adam Rose's domestic violence charges were dropped, which is good news.
See, we know news.
Yeah, we know some stuff. We were like, what? No things? I don't know. Cody Rhodes has a bunch of fucking matches scheduled with like every goddamn person in the world. He keeps tweeting hilarious stuff from the Stardust, the official account with his Cody Rhodes one, which is still verified through WWE. He and Brandy bought 2 very nice cars. I noticed that before I came over. What else? Can't think of anything.
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay. That's it for news.
NXT's going back to Texas.
Oh, okay. That's good, I guess. Oh, yeah, they're doing that, like, Texas tour. I forgot about that.
Mostly I'm just looking at Cage-Side Seats titles on their recent stories. And honestly, there's some good articles on here. That's news. This one, I want to read this one. It says, How to Deal with a What Chant, according to Steve Austin. The Curious Case of Sasha Banks. More on WWE's possible move to brand-specific pay-per-views.
Yeah. That's something that happened. 2 pay-per-views a month now.
They better be 30 minutes long each.
Seriously. We need, like, every other one should be a network special. So it's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's the way to do that. I'm cool with that.
Here's Matt Hardy making weird faces for
that
5
was
minutes.
So funny.
Oh my God. Go to our Tumblr right now. I posted the best video in the world that Bobby shared with me. Let's just say Mars Attacks, Brie mode. It's amazing. Have you not seen it?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to pull it up and then the people will hear the audio and I'm going to ruin it. But like, I feel like Erin needs to watch it. You can watch it too. Watch along. Pull up Tumblr. So, unbeknownst to Bobby, Mars Attacks is literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
It is so good.
It is so good. And he posted this on my wall. And, he did post it on my wall. And then I was like, has to go on the Tumblr because that deserves to be on the Tumblr. I don't even know how to get to our Tumblr.
I don't understand Tumblr.
Neither do I, but I run it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Right. Scene where the aliens are coming to kill the grandma, but she's jamming to her music. She takes her headphones off. And then all the aliens die. It's literally the best video I think I've ever seen.
That was great.
So good. It makes me want to watch Mars Attacks.
That movie is really good.
It's so good. And it has like a crazy ass cast.
Yeah.
Glenn Close is in it.
I know. And Jack Nicholson.
And Natalie Portman.
And Michael J. Fox.
And Pierce Brosnan. And Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh my God. It's really good.
It's such a good movie.
There's a really cool coffee table book that
Called Mars Attacks, Behind the Scenes.
It's the old the trading cards that the movie is based off of. It's a series of like 59
Do you have
cards.
that book?
Michael has it on his Kindle, but I know you can buy it.
I need it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I didn't know that it was like your favorite movie. Or
It's
I would've
not
looked
my
for
favorite
it.
movie,
Okay.
but it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, the coffee table book's really cool. It takes you through the art of each of the cards too, and like lays out the story. It's really cool. And like, I think the back of the playing cards have like the explanation for who the people are, and like it's pretty cool. Yeah, I really liked it.
That's so cool. I'll have to check it out. Okay, obviously we're not even talking about wrestling anymore.
Right.
Let's talk about wrestling.
Had a dream, I had a million. Now there's nothing dragging down me, yeah. 'Cause the dog don't
Slammiversary.
Yeah.
You didn't even watch it.
No, but I did follow it. I was following Twitter while
I
it was airing.
paid for it.
Oh, good job.
But I paid for it in standard definition because it's $10 cheaper.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's $10 cheaper.
Yeah, that's worth it.
They always try and get you when you buy stuff on Amazon to buy it in HG, but if you just click over, it's like much cheaper to buy it in SD.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Michael will not watch anything in SD.
Unsurprised.
Yeah, right. The least surprising information about him as a person.
Erin, put your face closer to the mic.
I'm sorry.
I'm keeping that in so everyone knows you don't know how to do your job.
Whatever, these mics are new.
They are new. Okay, so I did not watch it on Sunday because I went to see the X-Men because I needed to, and it was so good. I'm so happy. My cat just ran into this lamp. She like really bumped
And it
her
looks
face.
like really confused and pissed about it. Lamp, fuck you.
So stupid. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth $40, but I don't think that indie pay-per-view is really worth that much money.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, like I started watching wrestling again at the right time because I don't know what I would be doing. I guess I would just be stealing all the pay-per-views.
Oh, yeah, I would 100%
if we did not
be
have
stealing them.
network. But I felt like it was a good use of my money because I like TNA. And
Yeah.
Okay, I have notes on this. Let me pull it up. Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. I took notes. I'm so professional.
I read through.
My notes are insane. I think if we ever do set up a Patreon, one of the tiers will be that you get to see our notes.
Oh, yeah, because some of them are ridiculous.
Like I said, they did a moment of silence at the beginning because Slammiversary was on Sunday, the day after, in Orlando. I mean, I think they would have done it anyways, but...
Yeah, that's...
And the crowd had a bunch of Orlando Strong signs, and it was...
That's good.
The, like, thing to do in the face of tragedy is to, like, continue to live your life because that's what the people perpetrating these horrible crimes don't want you to do, so...
That's exactly right. Like, their whole goal is to make you question the things that bring you joy. And so when you do that, you let them win. And it's important to continue to be around people that you care about and in communities doing things that you care about in the face of tragedy.
Yeah, Matt Hardy sent out a tweet that was like, so devastated to hear all the things that happened. My thoughts and prayers are with the families. Let me take your mind off of it while I entertain you this evening.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a bunch of people reacted to it really negatively. And I was like, they were like, fuck you, Matt Hardy. And I was like, no, that was the appropriate thing to do.
And I saw his follow-up to it, too. He was like, I meant this sincerely. I don't mean to take away from this or try to draw this to myself. It's just that in tragedy, I find comfort in things that I enjoy or something like that. And I was like, good. That's good. That's breaking from his broken Matt Hardy character, too, which is not something that he does on Twitter. And, like, that's a strong statement from him, which is good.
Agreed. So in true TNA form, there were some technical things.
Always. There will always be technical problems.
There will always be technical things. Like at the beginning, they kind of introduced, I think they started recording too early. After the moment of silence, they had the like video package or whatever. I think they cut back too early because Jeremy Borash was like talking to the crowd about what matches to expect. So then he said something about Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. And I was like, oh, they're starting off with this. But then they like went to the X Division promo package, and I was like, nope, they just like cut to him too soon. So it started with the X Division. It was Shane Helms got thrown out, and then so it was for them. A lot of it was DJ Z and Eddie Edwards teaming up against Andrew Everett, and not a lot of it, like a third of it, and Trevor Lee And then it just like devolved into chaos, and there were like a bunch of cool
Obviously.
spots. It's the X division. Apparently, I'm the worst at predictions because like almost all my predictions were wrong. And
Almost all of mine were
and you
right.
don't even watch it, and almost all of yours were right.
I know. I was really excited about that. After all the results came out, I was like, damn, I called a near perfect card.
It's fucking garbage. But Eddie Edwards won.
Yes, he did. That's good. How long is... I'm sorry, what's his partner's name?
Davey Richards.
How much
He
longer
like
is...
broke his ankle, so for
Yeah.
a while.
Okay, all right. It's got a minute.
Yeah, and Eddie Edwards has never had the belt, and
That's kind of why I figured that he would win it, because they want to do something with him and keep him strong
Yeah.
while Davey is injured.
right. And then I mean, they started to sow the seeds of Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett, like fighting and stuff. So there's a lot going on. And then DJZ was there to be DJZ.
Yeah.
He's a great wrestler. It's just like he's just one of those people that's just always there.
Yeah.
You hear X Division, you know he's gonna be there.
Yep.
They had the weirdest transitional music.
Really?
It was like they would have all the regular wrestling music, and then it was like this like la la, like not la. It wasn't like lalas, but it was like woo, woo, woo. It was like supposed to be dramatic. It was so fucking weird. Anyways, I just made a note of it because I was like, what the hell is happening? So the next match is a women's match. Well, it was supposed to be Gail and Maria, and
So
then
that didn't happen.
No,
Okay.
Gail's out in the ring, and she's like, Maria, you're the worst, blah, blah, blah. Maria comes out with Allie. Attention! I love Allie's, like, crazy, annoying voice. I think it's so genius.
It's
it
very-
plays on a lot of stereotypes. She does it really well.
She does do it really well.
And I watched some videos. She's actually pretty, like, she's a decent wrestler. Like, they make it seem like she doesn't know how to wrestle, but, like, she can, which is,
Good.
like, cool. But she came out with Maria, and Maria was like, my hand's broken. And Gail's like, I don't care. My knee's all messed up because you messed up my knee. Like, I want to kick your ass. And Maria's like, sorry. And then Billy Corgan comes out, and he's like, this is a real x-ray. Like, you can't fight her, but when she's better, she's all yours. And Maria was like, I may never wrestle again. Which is so genius. But then, to, like, I don't know, consolation prize, I guess, Gail Kim, the women's title in TNA became a triple threat. So it was
Oh,
Jade
okay.
and Sienna and Gail.
Oh, okay.
It was a good match. Sienna won, so I called that one right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. So that bolsters up Maria's faction still. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, no, that's not. I have notes. Why am I not looking at my notes? Gail tried to pin Sienna, and she would have won, but then Allie got in the ring and pulled her out.
Okay.
And then Gail and Allie and Maria all kind of get into it. Like, Maria kicks Gail, and then they are out on the outside kind of getting into it and is a distraction for Gail. And then Sienna comes in and is fighting with Jade. Allie throws Sienna the belt as like a, hey, hit Jade in the face. Then Marty Bell comes out, and not in a dollhouse gear, and it looks like she's going to protect Jade, and she has like a stick, like a nightstick. I don't know, like a nightstick or something, and like just beats up Jade and then leaves. And then Sienna pins. Sienna looks confused too, so she's like, okay, I'm just going to pin her and get this belt. Thank you so much. And then Marty Bell is just sitting on the outside looking super fucking fly. Her outfit was great, and she looked really beautiful. Not that that matters, but like, I don't know, I like pretty women.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, I won. And Marty Bell's just like laughing crazy on the outside, and Gail's all like, oh, my life. And Maria's like, that's how that ended.
All right.
Better than like, yeah, it was fine. This is why we take notes.
Yes.
So all of this Sutter, this like new guy that got introduced, I didn't know who he was, but I was like, he looks kind of familiar, and they're making a big deal like, oh, he's late in the game. He's Pepper Parks. It's that guy.
Oh,
Pepper
okay.
Potts.
Got it.
But I think, so they added this match with James Storm, I think because they were supposed to have 2 women's matches, and they had to get down one. It was weird because, like, James was like, oh, hey, kid, I'm going to take you under my wing. And he's like, I'm so happy to be here, sir. And then James Storm won, but then they, like, drank beers together. I think that maybe they're setting that up to be a tag team.
Oh, they're like, hey, new beer money.
Something like that.
Ugh.
At least to
Poor
get
James
Sutter.
Storm.
Also, the Pope kept calling him BS because the Pope is an idiot, and his initials are BS. The worst. Anyway, so James Storm looked pretty happy to be there, though. He had like a bomb new gear, and he was like
That's
talking
good.
and happy and drinking beer. Like, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he really cares. He's got
He's
money.
like, everyone's gone. Who
He's
cares?
like, I got money. But I don't know. I guess I guess they'll probably be a new tag team or there's a feud or something. I don't know.
God knows they need tag teams.
King of the Mountain was next. Eli Drake cut a promo that was great, except for he tripped over his words in a little bit in the promo backstage, and then you could tell that threw him off. He was like, I'm so unused to tripping over my words. Yeah. And he just, like, took a moment. He literally just stopped talking for a second and then continued. But it was a great promo. Like, he called himself the namer of dummies, which is the best.
Oh, my God.
But then he came out, so Bram comes out and is like, Mom, Bram, blah, whatever. And then Eli Drake comes out, and he's got the belt. He's got the belt, like, tied around his shoulders like a Miss America sash. And then he gets up on the ropes and then slips. Like, he gets up to, like, put his hands up and then slips.
I saw that.
But then...
he recovered pretty well.
But then he did it, like, a couple more times. So I think... I don't know if it was unintentional the first time and then he made it a gimmick. Yeah. Or if it was just supposed to be a gimmick. Because the whole time he was being really squirrely and, like... trying to get away from Bram and like try to walk away and like, you know, he was not doing like a fair fight essentially. Right. So I don't know. I wrote, he keeps falling. Is this a gimmick or is this for real? I don't know. It was a weird match. Like I'm coming around on Eli Drake a lot, but it was just a weird match. There were some pretty brutal moments. Like he really took it to Bram like outside the ring and like really slammed him on the pavement. I don't know, but it was a fucking weird match. But he retained. Yeah. I don't know. I just wrote, LOL, he almost fell again. So EC3 and Mike Bennett, they had a great promo package. They had good going back and forth. EC3 cut some, like, cool, like, Vengeance Day promos backstage with Jeremy Borash. It was a good match. I think the feud is something to write home about. The match was good. Yeah. They're both very good wrestlers. I wasn't like, this match, though. I wasn't, like, ripping my shirt off.
This was the only one I got wrong. I was really surprised that EC3 won. I mean, like, in retrospect, not that surprised.
Did I say EC3 was going to win?
Yeah. Of course you did. You always say he's going to win.
Well, he deserves to win.
Well, yeah.
But it also just made sense that he would win to me for that. I don't know. But see, like, that... I understood why you called it the other way from, like, not watching all the time. But the way it was built up, it seemed pretty obvious. But he won. It was good. I think this feud might be over now. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they could move on now.
Yeah. Matt Hardy has new music.
Oh my God.
It is just like
a keyboard.
Dramatic fucking keyboard.
Yes!
It's insane. Yes! And then Rebby Hardy came out with Maxwell in like a little jacket. Like Maxwell had like a little jacket and she had like a matching corset. Like, I don't like Rebby Hardy, but like, ride or die. Like, she is like in it to win it with Matt Hardy. And then he came out with his jacket and the music. I'm like, it was just so much.
Is she also using a bad British accent?
No.
Okay.
She's basically just the same, just in like a fancy corset.
Okay.
Then Jeff Hardy came out. Jeff Hardy's lazy face paint has turned into lazy body paint.
He looked like he was wearing an Argyle vest.
It was fucking insane.
It was really weird.
There's a guy in the front row that had like lazy face paint on, and I was like, "Ugh, get your life together." It was really like a really brutal match. Yeah. There was a moment where Matt Hardy used a keyboard and put it on like the edge of the ring and one of the barricades, and then smashed Jeff Hardy through the keyboard.
Great.
Which like that was like a squirrely like moment for me because Matt almost missed the keyboard and almost dropped him onto the barricade.
Great.
And like, yeah, it was. I was like, oh, cool, it's cool. It was super brutal. It was one of their more, because like sometimes I think it gets like a little high flyy and stuff and like gets away from the like metal mayhem part. But like they were like really fucking throwing each other around. And then Matt lost, but I don't understand why he lost.
Oh, I didn't realize that he lost.
I
didn't read that one.
I don't understand.
Because he's broken? Oh no, yeah, that's what I predicted. That I predicted Jeff Hardy was going to win because then Matt Hardy stays broken. Like he's broken. He's broken Matt Hardy.
I just don't know where we go from here.
I mean,
with Matt Hardy.
I don't think anyone knows.
More piano music. My cats are really fucking fighting. I don't know if these mics are picking it up, but they are going nuts. We should just like scratch him in the butthole.
It's the only way he'll leave her alone.
That looked like it hurt. Okay, so Decay for the Tag Team Championship was next. Decay had a sick backstage promo. It was so fucking good. They cut killer promos. All three of them.
Yeah, they're all good.
So good.
Yeah, I like all of them.
So then the Bromans come out. You did not know that their name was Bromans?
No,
and not
I thought it
Bromance?
was Bromance.
Well, Bromans is like a play on Bromance.
Well, yes, I realized that, but I legitimately thought their name was The Bromance. I'd never seen it written down before.
You made me nervous. I had to Google it. I was like, am I wrong? No,
Oh, no.
I'm not wrong.
As soon as I saw it written out, I was like, oh, this is a clever wordplay that I've just heard wrong every single time.
The commentary was like, Robbie E wants to be taken seriously. This, that, and the other thing. Like, Robbie E has won tag titles before. Yeah, he's goofy, but they made it seem like he was such a joke. It bothered me. Also, the Pope was wearing a dumb white suit. God, he's the worst.
Gross.
Everyone on commentary there is just the worst. So it's a pretty standard match for everyone. Oh my God, what is his name? The big guy.
Abyss?
Abyss. I want to just call him Decay. I was like, then Decay. Like, no. Abyss accidentally, missed into the ref's eyes. And then Raquel and Rosemary get into it. God, I'm forgetting everyone's names. We get into it. And then Raquel freaks out on Rosemary. And then Jesse Goddard has to pull Raquel off. And then because he's distracted by pulling Raquel off, then Crazy Steve gets a pin on Jesse Goddard.
All right.
So that's how that ended. It was pretty long. It was a good match. I enjoy everybody in the ring. I like the Bromans a lot, which is maybe surprising, but I like the Hype Bros. So
At this
I don't know.
point, I don't think it's surprising anymore.
Nothing is surprising, but I want to be surprising. This is the note that I wrote. Oh my God, Drew and Akil, please kill me dead. Fun fact about me. If I had to sexualize a culture, pick some people are I really love Australian accents, whatever. Scottish is the thing. I have so embarrassing. I have a book on my bookshelf called The Giant Book of Scottish Romance.
Confirmed. That's a real thing.
My favorite book of all time is the main male character is a big giant Scottish werewolf. I just like Scottish boys, and Drew Galloway in a kilt was just a lot for me.
He was doing it for you. Did all the right things.
A lot for me. That match was surprisingly they're both great athletes, and also Lashley is getting so good on the mic.
Yeah.
He had a great promo backstage where he grabbed Jeremy Borash by the back of the neck and was like, say it. This is before the match even happened, and Jeremy Borash was like, I don't want to. He was like, say it. Now introducing your next world heavyweight champion. He was like, yeah, that's right. It was so good. It was so good. Started off right away, Claymore kick to the face.
Cool.
Bobby Lashley's down. They just beat the shit out of each other. Watching Lashley's so strong. Drew Galloway's 1,000,000 feet tall.
Yeah.
Lashley just picks him up like a fucking ragdoll, which is hilarious to it's a hilarious visual, but also super impressive. I don't know. There was this sequence where it's a knockout or
right.
submission, right? There's a sequence where Galloway puts Lashley in the Celtic Cross and slams him down into the steel steps, and then puts him in a sharpshooter on the steel steps, and then sets him up on a table, and then Drew Galloway, all 800 feet tall of him, runs the ropes, flips over the ropes, flips, and then Drew Galloway or Bobby Lashley moves, and Drew goes through the table.
Damn.
They put each other in a bunch of submissions, and then Drew hits Tombstone pile driver to Lashley. Lashley kicks out, and then Lashley gets him in a submission, and he knocks Drew out, or he submits Drew. Drew lost the title.
Oh no, I saw that.
That's so shocking.
I kind of figured it was gonna be Lashley. I feel like this is.
But you called Drew.
No, I called Lashley.
No, you didn't.
I said that I thought that Lashley could win, and then Drew could win it back later by pinning him, because Lashley will have won the belt by not pinning him. That's what I was just gonna say. I think that this was the best way to take it off of Drew, because it makes him look super strong.
I mean, he was kicking ass.
Yeah, and he didn't get pinned in order to lose the belt, which it does mean something that you weren't pinned, even if you did get knocked out, even if like he.
But he didn't get like KO'd.
He choked him out.
KO'd.
Right?
Yeah, he like passed out, which like that's a big difference. Like if he had punched him in the mouth and he passed out, that's different.
Right, exactly. So that's why I think that that's a good move for them to do this, and it keeps the belt like fresh and moving. And I also think it gives legitimacy to Bobby Lashley as a heel, that like he came in and he whipped ass. Because
last time he was champion, it was during the BDC, and a lot of people were like helping him and stuff, and this was him like
he's just on a tear. He's doing it on his own, and that's awesome.
I think it's a big deal too that Bobby Lashley and Drew Galloway are the like only people in like Kurt Angle's like final run to like beat Kurt Angle.
Right. Yeah.
Too. So that was nuts. That final match.
Awesome. Good.
I honestly thought that the EC3 at Mike Bennett match was going to be really good, and then this one was going to be okay, and it totally flipped for me.
Cool.
Not that EC3 Mike Bennett was not good. It was just like, you know, they're so good at the setup and promos that like the payoff was good, but it wasn't like Yeah. Okay. You want to talk about TakeOver?
Yeah, let's do it.
So much to talk about. We forgot to say this up top, but we're not going to call Money in the Bank on this podcast because we are guests on our friend Matt Peters' podcast on the GCPD podcast. Does not stand for Gotham City Police Department. It stands for something else, but the greatest cast I don't know. I forgot what it stands for. I'm sorry, Matt. Please don't be mad. But I did get it right, the other one. But we were a guest on his podcast, which is dropping the same day as this one.
Yeah.
So if you, after you're done with this, you want to listen to us talk about Money in the Bank, go over to Matt Peters' podcast on iTunes or at themightyinc.net, the GCPD podcast, and you can listen to it there. We're going to link it on our Tumblr. We're going to link it there too. Yeah. So that's why you're not hearing about Money in the Bank.
Correct.
Also, Sunday is Erin's birthday, so we're going to be watching Money in the Bank on Sunday. So if you want to say hi to Erin on her birthday.
Yeah, you can wish me a happy birthday.
Tweet
also,
at
if anyone wants to buy me Colt Cabana's new shirt for my birthday, that would be awesome.
They don't have your address, Erin.
Yeah, I know.
You can set up like a delivery code. So here's the thing that strippers do. And porn stars. There is a website called Delivery Code where you can basically go all around the internet and pick all the shit that you want and then put in your address that nobody can see, and then you can put it up on like your fan site and be like, hey, pervs. I mean pervs in like a
totally positive
way. Hey, pervs, you want to buy me this like, you know, $100 pair of panties? Great. Buy it for me. Send it to me. I'll wear it in my next performance or like porn shoot. And then you can see that and get all your weird jollies for it. But then you, as a performer, get a bunch of cool shit. I've never done it because if I were single, I probably would do a delivery code. But I feel like it's a little strange for me to be in a monogamous, like, not open relationship and have a delivery code. But you could set up delivery code.
I could totally set up a delivery code. That's a great idea.
I mean, I guess we could do it as like a team for like t-shirts.
Yeah, we'll just put all of the list of our t-shirts, but not tell you who wants what, and then you just have to randomly pick one.
Oh, what if we did tell them and then like one of us was more popular?
That's why I'm saying that we don't say who to.
That would be so sad.
I know, that's why we would not say that.
But like some of them have sizes, so people would know. You're littler than me.
Yeah, that's true. It would depend on what the shirt was, though. And most of the men's cut stuff from pro wrestling tees, we wear the same size.
I don't wear men's cuts and pro wrestling tees. I pay that $2 extra for a women's cut, girl.
Some of them don't come in women's cuts.
That's true.
We could figure this out. Well, welcome to the planning meeting for people buying.
Also, cool new facts about strippers and porn stars, I guess.
Yeah, that's very economical. Good for them.
There's a performer in New York. Her name's Nina Lavoie. She's such a bomb-ass like burlesque performer. But there was a time where her delivery code was like blowing up. She was getting like everything off of it, and there was just like giant stripper envy. Like everyone was like, damn. And then you saw a bunch of other people's delivery codes pop up, and of course they weren't getting anything. Well, she was getting like everything. What did booty do?
Good for her.
Also, I don't know, Google Nina Lavoie. She's the best. She's also really nice. I like performers who are like great and can make their ass shake and are nice.
Yeah. All of those things are good.
NXT Takeover!
Yay! How did you feel about the show?
I thought it was good. I watched it in chunks. I didn't watch it live because I had a thing on Wednesday. What was I doing? I feel like I had like a fancy thing. I have many fancy things.
I know, you had some fancy thing, I'm sure.
Oh, no, I didn't. I had book club and I was at Debonair.
Oh, okay. Not fancy.
Not fancy. Book club in Debonair.
Get that money.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I've never been to Debonair not as a performer, and I think I want to keep it that way.
I've never been to Debonair.
It is.
Yeah, I've heard.
Whatever. I thought it was a good show. There were some bold fashion choices.
I saw you tweet that. What were you talking about?
Tom Phillips' red suit, Corey Graves' lime green
they were
shirt.
very, very colorful. Ty Dillinger's weird ass
that
cape thing.
So within the first like 5 minutes, I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now? What is happening? Am I dying?"
Take over the end of fashion sense.
Yeah, take over the end of personal style.
I thought everyone looked great.
Yeah, but Erin.
You looked me up and down like you were going to say, look at what you're wearing, but I'm wearing all black right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I've known you for a long time, and I've seen your questionable fashion choices.
I've gotten a lot better, okay?
Yeah, because now you just wear T-shirts and yoga pants.
True.
There's, like, kind of no way to fuck that up.
That's not true.
Yeah, as you talked about earlier with your fucking compression pants. You idiot.
Whatever. Anyway.
You got a nice dress from me, though, because I was wearing a dress and I was totally Delanoing in it. I'm too tall for it, so I gave it to Erin.
Yeah, it's real cute.
Also, since we're talking about Drag Race and NXT, every time I think of Bobby Roode, I can only say his name like Bibi Zahara Benet in season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race, when RuPaul would always go, Cameroon! And every time I think of Bobby Roode, I just go, Bobby Roode! So, that's the only way I'll be pronouncing his name going forward.
Perfect. I'm glad.
I thought the whole card was really good, except for, like, I wasn't all about the first match.
Which one was the first match?
Ty Dillinger
versus
and Cien.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Cien. I've heard really good things about him.
The only thing I
from the
liked is when
indies.
he, like, jumped through the ropes and then was like, I'm just chilling here.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. I was like, all right, I see you. Okay.
So Ty Dillinger's just become, like, a sexy jobber?
Sort of, I
Sexy,
guess.
not that I'm sexually attracted to him, but he's like, that's his whole gimmick.
Yeah. And, like, they wanted to bring Cien on a high note. And I think that's good, too, that they feel like Ty Dillinger can give that kind of clout to somebody that, like,
That's fair.
I think Ty Dillinger is going to wind up in a Dean Ambrose spot where they're like, you can lose, and you can lose, and you can lose, and you can lose. And then we'll be like, hey, Ty Dillinger hasn't won a match in like a year. And then he'll finally get something good. But
Maybe.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. What was after that? I did not write any notes.
Tag match. But
I wrote the order. We wouldn't forget the order. The tag match. That was really good.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. You were totally right about the revival.
I just had a feeling.
Yeah, I think American Alpha's moving up. They're in like everyone loves them and they're so good.
I thought it was great. American Alpha was a lot more hard hitting in this match. I liked that a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, because obviously we see Gable do the technical side of thing, and then Jason Jordan is like the rally and stuff, but like they were a lot more like hard hitting and brutal.
Yeah, and they like flipped in and out a lot more. It wasn't just Gable like carrying the whole thing. So I think they did a really good job, and I also thought it made Dash and Dawson look really strong too. Also, apparently at one of the live shows the other night, Dawson hugged Dash, and the crowd yelled, "He's your boyfriend!" And Dash yelled out, "And what would be wrong with that?" And then they all just started yelling, "We don't judge." But because he's a heel, he clearly didn't know what to do. I don't want to be the dick who insults gay people the night after Orlando. And so he just like froze in the middle of the ring and then just like gave a big smile and a thumbs up and then just like moved on.
I like that his gut reaction was like, "And what of it?"
Yeah, exactly. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, cool." And he was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Great, okay."
Okay, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say anything homophobic because I'm not that type of bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Jason Jordan suplex machine, as always. That was pretty sweet.
Some like thrown across the ring suplexes.
Yeah, seriously. Like, oh man, all 4 of those guys are just so good.
So good. Yeah, like again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Revival gimmick, but it works really well and it has a good place in NXT.
Absolutely, and especially because they're like the only guys doing that.
I mean, they fight a lot. I'm talking about the Cats right now, but like I feel like they fight more when we're recording.
They always fight when we're recording.
They're so loud.
It's probably because we're not paying attention to them and they're trying to get attention.
Dicks.
Yeah. Anyway.
Austin Aries versus Nakamura.
That was a really good match.
Fuck
too.
yeah. Somebody tweeted at me. I'm Just DEO tweeted at me. He was like, I never understood your love of Austin Aries, but now I get it.
Yeah, it was really good. He looked
so good. He
fucking
looked
great.
so good. Like we knew Nakamura was gonna win, but like frankly, like Austin Aries owned him most of the time.
Yeah.
Which I think if you're gonna make Nakamura win, that's the way to do it because Austin Aries still looked fucking baller.
And Nakamura's been doing the same thing with all of the other people he's been fighting, where like his whole job is to make everybody look phenomenal, and then he wins.
But
and, and it works though.
He's absolutely doing that. But like Austin Aries made himself look good.
Well, no, I think that they had great chemistry. I think
Yeah.
that they like did a really good job of moving in the ring together, and I think Nakamura is. I think it speaks to his prowess as a ring general that all of his matches are like that, where he consistently makes everybody look good. But Austin Aries is very good, and so it just like they had a very, very good match. It was great. That fucking apron drop that Austin Aries did to Nakamura.
Yes.
No.
Austin Aries pulled out like all of his like moves too.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
They both did a great job.
So good. I love him. I really hope that they continue to use Austin Aries in the way that they're using him.
I also like too that he came out with the ribs taped, and it was just like never explained whether he was injured or if it was supposed to be a mind game. And then Nakamura just like ripped his bandages off later. Just like, yeah, cool. This is just what we're doing now. Like, all right, great. I'm into it.
So good. It was
It's
so
very Southern Territory wrestling style. It's
Absolutely.
just like, okay, this is just a thing that this character is doing this time. I'm like, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I am glad that like I got that tweet that was like I get Austin Aries because like I obviously like him and I know what he can do and
you've
he's
watched
been
him
doing
for a long time.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job in NXT, but this is the first time when I was like, that's Austin Aries.
Yes.
That's my bae. No, the Miz is my bae. Austin Aries is
I was
my
about
boyfriend.
to say
Miz is bae. Austin Aries is boyfriend. EC3 is just like
side piece.
yeah, and then Drew Galloway is just like a poster on my wall.
What about Zack Ryder?
We're like best friends,
Oh, okay, that makes sense actually.
but I like have a crush on him. But like we're best friends.
Like you made out a couple times at a
Yeah,
party.
and like we're never gonna get together, but like we're chill about it. And like if we got drunk, we would maybe make out.
Okay,
But like I respect his relationship,
yeah, that makes sense.
and like me and Emma are like laugh about it, like oh you're so good, and like we're friends too.
Okay, this is good.
We were having like a serious conversation, and then you just realize how ridiculous this whole conversation
Yeah,
is.
Emma and I are like real cool. About it. Like, oh, okay.
Segue.
Okay.
Women's match.
Awesome.
I
Nia-
never thought I would like Nia because I thought she
She's
would
so
just,
good.
I thought she would just be like, and I don't mean this, but like, I just thought that they would Tamina her.
Yeah.
I thought they would be like, you're a big girl, you're a quote unquote powerhouse.
Yeah.
This is your role, but she is like grown as
She's
a
like
wrestler.
an old school bruiser. It's
But like
great.
a good wrestler, and
Yeah.
her learning curve and what she
So
can
good.
do, and like I really enjoy watching her, and I never thought like I would.
I know. I agree. I feel like she's like Dana Brooke, where like you can just see every time she wrestles that she gets better, and like clearly is
I mean,
like
she's better than Dana Brooke.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I think that Dana Brooke's character development is a lot better, and
Yeah,
I think
agreed.
that Nia's wrestling.
Nia's
developed.
getting there, though.
Yeah, Nia's really getting there. Her inhuman screaming in the ring.
my God, I love
was
that.
so good. It was so
I
good.
love that it was right before she got pinned too.
Yes, me too.
It was so good. My one complaint about Nia,
Yes.
I feel like we're really missing an opportunity to match our lipstick to our gear.
Yeah, that's true. Her gear has changed a lot,
But like she has the like shiny purple and she's got the shiny blue and her makeup's done. She looks great. Her hair's done. We're really missing an opportunity with lipstick here.
all right. Well, I mean, maybe you should tweet at her. Be like, Nia, everything you're doing is perfect. May I suggest?
Take it to the next level.
Yeah.
get some lipstick.
Have a recommendation in your pocket, ready to send her. Like,
I mean, think about Emma. Like, she's got those really
her
great,
lipstick game is untouchable.
Like shiny, metallic-y blue stuff, and then she kicks it up a notch with that lipstick.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Dana Brooke, too.
Yeah.
Get on the lipstick train.
Seriously.
Heels wear lipstick.
Mm-hmm. Sasha Banks, always great lipstick game.
But, like, hers is subtle. I'm talking, like, dark, intense.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's your lipstick style. That's why you like it.
Look, if I see a wrestler in a lipstick that I want to copy, then I know we're all on the same page.
Yeah, that's true. All right, fair. That's fair. My favorite move of their whole match was at the very beginning when Nia sack of potatoes tossed Asuka across the ring. That was like it was one of the first things she did, and that was like a real signifier of like, oh, I see. This isn't just going to be a squash match. It's not going to be like when Bayley and Nia fought, it was good, but Nia was still very, very green at the time. And it was like, okay, this is an exposition match in a lot of ways where you get to see what Nia can do. And it became very clear very quickly this match with Asuka was not that. That they were equal competitors in a lot of ways, and they were going to beat the piss out of each other.
Yeah, I liked how Asuka, I liked her facial expressions and stuff during it too, because it was kind of the first time where she had like a little bit of doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to see Asuka get pushed as a competitor because it's been 6 months and she's undefeated, and like she is very strong and looks great all the time. And so you're right, it is nice to see that like fear in her eyes, because like she knows no fear with her weird murder smile, but like
There,
a little bit.
I mean, we've talked about this before, and we kind of just talked about it, but I love vocal wrestling.
Yeah.
I love when people scream and yeah, and like stuff, and they're just like the vocalization of their match from both sides. I was just like, yeah.
I like that they were, at the end, they were both screaming, and you couldn't tell who was who. Like, Nia started screaming, and then Asuka started screaming, and then Nia did that primal scream, and it was just like, man, you guys are nailing this. Like,
so good.
It was just like you reached down into the very, very last part of your soul and was like, this is it, put it on the table. And they just did a great fucking job.
It was great.
I also like, too, that Nia, this speaks to Asuka as a technical wrestler, that Nia's arm was very close to the rope, and she was smart enough to scoop the arm in when she had her down for the pin, too. So it was like, this is a clean win, and like, you could probably put your arm on the rope, but because I'm a stronger wrestler, I made sure to pull your whole body into me.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really nice, like, Asuka is great, but that was a good, like, you are an experienced wrestler, that
Agreed.
you understand to do this, too. That was really nice to see.
Main event, men's.
Why did Finn push this fence over? What did this fence ever do to him?
Demons hate fences.
I guess demons hate fences, because that was really weird.
We kind of talked about this before. Well, when I was watching it, we were texting back and forth. I don't like Finn the Demon because it's not a defined character.
No, it's not.
Just Finn with makeup on, and they made it seem like it was like a really big deal, and he's got to unleash it. And they made it seem like a Hulk thing, like where it's like Bruce Banner and the Hulk they're the same, but they're different. They're different people. They inhabit the same space, but they're different people, and one happens when like the other one lets go. And it was like that at first, and now it's just like Finn in weird makeup pushing shit over and carrying chainsaws that he doesn't use.
The entrance is different, and his movement is different for the entrance, and for like the first couple minutes of the match, it's a little different. But then he just becomes Finn, and like I wish that he could be like, I like Leather Jacket Man Finn, but I wish that Leather Jacket Man Finn could be who he is in the live shows, where he's more funny and he's like freer to move around.
I hope that's what he is on the main roster.
I would love for
I hope they scrap the demon on the main roster.
I feel like if they should be they like the demon because it's good for advertising, and it's a good branding thing because you could always use the paint, and even as he gets older, you can keep it consistent and it can remain the same, and I think that's why they like it. And they've also done a lot of like figurine branding with the demon too, because it's a good image, and it's really good for collector's items and shit like that too. So I doubt that they'll ever truly get rid of it, but I would like to see them transition into using it more in a like, I only bring it out when it's for pay-per-views, and I only bring it out when it's for big matches. Like, I would much rather
when he brings it out, it should win.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the demon should not be losing. Like, the The fact that the demon
Finn
lost
can
is,
lose. The demon cannot lose.
Yeah, the demon should never lose. And I feel like that especially
And he has
makes
to be
me...
like, he has to be like scared to unleash the demon. He has to like,
Yeah, he was at first. And
Yeah.
when he was first in NXT, and now it just seems like they've just run it into the ground. Like,
as
he's
WWE's want to do.
absolutely. And Finn gave a good interview when he first was in NXT, where he was like, you know, the demon is something special, and I didn't want to have to do it all the time because it takes 5 hours to put the fucking makeup on. And I think it was on Sam Roberts, and Sam Roberts was like, yeah, and then here you are doing it at a house show in like Ann Arbor. I feel like you can feel that in Finn's demon performance, where he also feels like it should be special, and it's just not. Like, they need to start spacing it out better. And I feel like coming up to the main roster will give him more space to do the demon better, at least that it will only come out when he needs it, and that it will return to those roots of NXT.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
It was a great match. I was very surprised that Samoa Joe won by pinning him. I thought for sure that he was going to escape the cage. I was very surprised that they let Finn get pinned on TV. That was kind of a big shocker. That fucking second rope muscle buster, I couldn't believe he actually did it. First of all,
scary.
It was fucking scary to see him like pull him back over the cage and then muscle buster from the second rope was just. We know that move fucked people up. And so to see it done like it was clearly very safe. They clearly practiced it a bunch, but it's still scary. Like, that is a scary move, and it was very effective.
Especially like if you think about like, what if he did slip on the rope?
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason you watch wrestling is for like shit like that, where it's like shocking and like, you know, but it's still scary.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Overall, good takeover.
Yeah, good takeover.
It's weird because I think looking at the show as a whole, I was like, yeah, it was good. Every match, though, was great. Every single match.
I didn't think the first match was great.
Okay.
I think every match except for the first match was good. The rest of the matches were great.
I thought that the way that they set the matches up and the way that the card flowed, that it was set up in a similar way that they did to WrestleMania, but for some reason, it just didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it had the same kind of weight behind it, even though it was probably Finn's last takeover. For some reason, it just didn't feel like it had that like gravitas.
We did have a backstage Bobby Roode.
Yeah, that's right. William Regal.
Excuse me one moment.
Right. All right. Okay, William Regal. Bring us the Bobby Roode. All right. Want to talk about Raw?
Oh my god, I thought we were done.
No.
Because we're not talking about Lucha and ROH because you didn't get a chance to watch Lucha. I only watched part of ROH, so we'll talk about those next week.
Yes.
And this is already, well, it's not actually that long. This is actually pretty tame for us.
Right. It's not
it feels long because we recorded for a different podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but Raw
Um,
opens with the longest promo about shoes and trombones.
So funny. Did you understand it? Did you like understand what was going on with the shoes?
No.
Okay. I actually
like walked out of the room because I played Raw and I started Raw and I was like, oh, I'm going to go get like a drink. They're going to be talking for like 100 minutes. And then I came back and everyone was just like making fun of Kofi's shoes. And it was funny, but I was like, I feel like I missed something, but I don't feel like rewinding.
Okay, so those shoes, they're the Steph Curry 2s, or the Curry 2s, I think. Okay. They're Steph Curry's shoes. And they're designed by Under Armour, and they look straight up out of Dad Life magazine. They are the oldest white man shoes I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know. I was watching it with Alec and Dev last night.
Steph Curry was like, I don't care, just give me the money.
Yeah, right. He was like, I don't give a single shit. Who cares? And I knew about these shoes because I happened to go into the Under Armour store downtown. I had like a crazy long ass break this week, and I was like, I'm just gonna go because I love athletic fitness gear, so I'm gonna go to this weird Under Armour store, and they had just announced it that day.
Ooh, did they have the Misty Copeland stuff?
I don't know. I didn't think to look. I'll have to check next time. So I had seen those in there, and I like didn't really understand what the big deal was about them, and then I actually looked at them and was like, God, these are fucking ugly. They're so ugly. And it became like an internet Twitter joke to make new names for them, like the Backyard Barbecue 6 or the I Need to Mow My Lawn on a Saturday 5s. Like, it became a big string of jokes. Bill Handstock had a bunch of really good ones about how they were old. And then John Dingle, who used to be a Michigan representative, tweeted, I actually really like the Steph Curtis. And I was like, oh, you nailed it. You totally nailed this. So it was weird because it was like, I actually knew what was going on, and it actually worked out as, like, it was a topical segment I really legitimately enjoyed. And that never happens, ever. I was really
I thought it was
surprised
funny.
by
Even
it.
out of context, I was like, yeah, we can make fun of Kobe for a while. This is fun for me.
It was great. And it's funny because my friend Sarah is a big NBA fan, and she and I text about wrestling every once in a while. She loves The New Day, she loves Sasha, and she loves Finn Balor. And so anytime any of them show up on her Twitter feed, she just sends me pictures of them, and she's like, tell me all these things about them. And she knows who Nakamura is because I send her gifs of him all the time. She has the photo of Finn reading in the hallway as the background
Naked?
on her phone now. Yeah, I was like, that's good. But she sent me a screenshot of Kofi's shoes, and she was like, what the fuck is going on wrestling? Why is there basketball? What is going on? I was like, it's, topical. It's just topical humor. But I actually really enjoyed that. I thought it was great. And I also like too that Kofi can be like, he's the old man. That's his role in the New Day. He's been there the longest. He's the veteran. Like, he makes jokes about, like, respect your elders. Like, I thought that also worked for his character really well. And Kofi's a sneakerhead, so I really enjoyed that. I thought it was great.
Sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing?
Have you heard that before? Oh, yeah. People who are super into sneakers, into shoes, sneakerheads.
Gross.
Shane McMahon, sneakerhead.
Okay. I would like to move past sneakerhead. And then we had, how did you feel about all of the sexual innuendos about a trombone?
It was really fucking weird, but
Rap better the trombone
than a lady. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, okay, that's fine, I guess. And also Xavier
made me
blows his
uncomfortable.
girl, which, like, okay, cool, great. That's okay. And I also like too that they didn't, like, I thought for sure there were going to be photos of Enzo with Francesca too, and there weren't, so I liked that too. I like that they very aggressively towed the line of PG-13, PG-14. It seems like they're sort of trying to take like the Pixar and the young children's movie route, where it's like, this can, if you know what this means, it's explicit and it can be kind of raunchy, but if you don't know what it means, kids just will look past it and just don't think about it. And I think that is a smart way to appeal to both their young audience and also their smart mark audience.
I have to keep yawning off mic. I was listening.
It's fine.
And then we had the longest match in the world. And then we had why can't I think of his name? Gallows and Anderson. They came out and they were like, sorry to interrupt. No, we don't ski, or whatever they said. Yeah. And then the Vaudevillains came out and they sang, and then this tag match lasted for a million years.
It was really long, and there was some good.
So long. There were good spots, and it was fine, but it was just like,
it just lasted.
This is
so
gonna happen
long.
basically in like a week. Why does it need to be like 25 minutes?
Yeah, it was weird.
We'll give the women like 45 seconds, but you go ahead.
Oh yeah, forever and
Here's
ever.
a half an hour.
Ugh.
Have fun, please.
Yeah, that was annoying. Woof.
Drama, Erin.
What happened after that?
I'm looking it up. looking in my notes. Bunch of Shield promos.
Oh yeah, there were about 800 Shield promos.
About 800 Shield promos.
Okay, whatever.
If Dean doesn't get Money in the Bank, I will be shocked.
Yeah, it really seems like they are pushing that hard.
Like it.
And that's good. I'm glad. I really want him to win. I want him to win. I want him to cash in immediately. And then I don't want to think about Money in the Bank for another year. We don't need it. And like we talked about on Matt's podcast that they need to do something different with Money in the Bank every year, and to give it to Dean would be and have him cash in right away would be very different.
It would
be. And they need to do something like that. Like, I don't want to see the same bullshit with Money in the Bank every year. And let's do something fun, let's do something exciting, and setting up for the Shield reunion would be the way to do it. Also, who better to win the title back from fucking Roman than Dean? Like,
who has lost a title match with Roman a million times.
A million times. Like, it would be so. Who would he pin though? He can't pin Roman.
We can't pin Rollins.
Yeah. So who does he pin? How does he win the belt?
I feel like he pins Roman over Rollins. Because then,
so?
then there's animosity between all three of them. Because then Dean took something away from Roman, so now they can't be like brothers or whatever. Rollins hates both of them still. Then there's tension between all three instead of a 2 versus 1.
Maybe Rollins hits Roman with a bunch of finishers, and then Dean runs in and cashes in on Seth's work just on Roman. That would be perfect if Roman takes the pin for like the last 3 Money in the Bank winners. I would actually love that.
Then it can be his like curse.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Charlotte and Becky, or not Charlotte, Becky and Natty are the worst in commentary.
Oh yeah, I did like
Becky
that
is
they
fine
yelled
on
at
her own.
Charlotte on the ground though. That was pretty funny.
Becky is like corny and stuff and on her own, and I like that, but like together, because like Natty doesn't
Natty's so
understand.
bad.
Natty doesn't understand comedic timing.
No, she does not.
Oh, Natty.
God.
Charlotte looked really pretty.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
good.
Charlotte, you look great.
I actually really liked her backstage promo with Dana Brooke afterwards too.
Agreed.
It went a little off
You
the
mean
rails, but
after page 1?
yeah, randomly.
We haven't seen Paige in like 800 months.
Yeah.
And it's not been that long. But then she comes out and is like, yeah, I'm Paige. I don't know. I won. Bye.
Yeah, we all just expected her to
YOLO.
job out. Yeah, and then she was like, "This is my fucking house."
Rampage. Oh my God, my cats. Zack Ryder and Sheamus had that funny backstage segment where Ryder was like, and then Apollo comes up and Sheamus is like, what? And I'm like, what? And then they
Who
set
were
up their
those
fight.
children that he was with?
I think they were just like WWE children,
Okay,
you know, that they keep backstage.
I guess so.
Right, and then it was Ryder versus Sheamus. Ryder looked good until Sheamus won.
Yeah,
that's kind of
obviously.
Ryder's thing right now. He
Which
looks
is
good
fine.
until he loses.
At least he has a shirt
That's true.
like that. I mean, I
I
legitimately
don't like
mean
it.
that.
I want to buy it.
Yeah. Why don't you like it? What is it about it you don't like? Do you not like the color or the design or both?
Both?
Okay, that's fair. Did you see the one on What a Maneuver?
Yeah, but he doesn't get that money.
That's true. But it's support for him.
But I want to give him money, and also you get a free autograph.
Do you know how much they get?
Like 35 cents.
Less than that.
What?
It's a quarter.
A quarter
Quarter.
off of like $28?
That's why it's like it almost doesn't matter. I mean, it is good. You should spend money on WWE shops so that you can support people, but they make a disgustingly low rate for their t-shirts.
A quarter?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I don't think if it goes down to sale, it's no matter what they sell. They get the same thing. So you should actually be buying the sale stuff because it gives a bigger percentage of that money to them. I know, right? Stella has this just 1,000-yard stare of like sadness.
A quarter is sad. That's so sad.
Yeah.
I can't even continue. What else happened? A bunch of IC titles set up. That was great. The Shield on the Ambrose Asylum.
Was
Peak
great.
Ambrose. Like, Ambrose was killing
He
it.
killed it. It
And
was so
I
good.
I go back and forth on corny Ambrose, but he was crushing it.
He crushed it, and like he got in Roman's face, and he got in Seth's face. It was like, "This is
Hey,
my
I
show.
asked the
I
questions
asked the
here."
questions." It felt very Roddy Piper, very much so. When he was like, "I asked the questions," I was like, "Oh God, oh my God, it's you! You did it! You did it!" It was great. I really enjoyed it. I like. If they don't have him win now, I'm just gonna be disappointed. Like that
I know.
felt like a promo for the three of them having a match, and
It really did.
it's been 2 years since the Shield broke up. Like it's time.
It's time.
I don't want them to burn everything super fast like they do a lot of the time, and I think that this has been an appropriately built up feud. It is
Agreed.
time for them to really start to get to the meat of the Shield breakup. Separate Dean. Dean hit Roman with dirty deeds. He fucking hit him with a finisher. That is great, and that also like points in that direction of Dean winning and coming in with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like this is gonna be a good show. I'm really excited about it.
It'll be a good show, or it'll be a disappointment.
Well, I mean, they're all like that.
I know that we just talked about that. I just said, like, I wrapped up everything in the IC title setup. But I did think that this is Cesaro versus Sami Zayn stuff was particularly really good.
It was very good. That motherfucking finishing move that Sami Zayn hits
I
Cesaro
rewound it
with.
and watched it like 3 times.
It was called a rolling Tashi something, rolling Yoshi.
Whatever,
Tashi.
it was fucking
rolling
crazy.
Yoshi Tashi. blew my fucking mind. Yeah, we
And
were
it
on
took
to watch
both
it
of them to do it.
Yeah, it was super fucking cool because it was like a flip up, like it was going to be a power bomb, and then Sami Zayn wrapped the back of his legs around Cesaro's shoulders and then threw his body forward and pushed Cesaro's body back. Did a sunset flip into a power bomb, like mother of God. And it was, and watching Sami like fucking count that down. Like, yes,
Yeah, he was like,
I got that.
I nailed it.
It just looked so good. And especially after the promo that they had where Cesaro was like, I've been here for 4 years and you've been here for 4 months. And there are just different things that you have to learn. And so then afterwards when they were like, okay, we're on the same level. We're equals in this match. I thought that that was a great setup for Money in the Bank too.
Yeah.
They did a great job. Ugh, both of them are such good baby faces too. God, I just love Cesaro.
The Miz was on too.
The Miz was on?
Mm-hmm. He had like his IC title on the movie set and was like, I'm on the set of this movie.
Oh, I must have gone to the bathroom. I don't remember
I'm
that
the
at all.
Miz. And the Shining Stars are stuck in Puerto Rico.
The fuck is going on with that? Are they gonna do a billion more promos
I literally
for them?
do not give a shit.
I know, right? And I know they're both good wrestlers.
I don't
So
care. There are
feel
a lot
bad.
of good wrestlers. I don't feel bad.
know.
They've been there for a long time. Get out. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
The New Day was handed a shit thing, and they made like gold out of it.
Yeah.
Go smell your fucking flowers somewhere else. Go to actual Puerto Rico. Get the hell out of my house. Okay, I'm tired.
Wait, what about that last match where Alberto Del Rio was the timekeeper and Cesaro was the ring announcer?
What a hot mess.
To that Hot Mess Express. Who was that? Jericho and...
It was Jericho and Dean
Yeah.
in the match, and then it was
ADR was the timekeeper.
ADR's the timekeeper.
He kept wielding that hammer, and everyone kept pointing out that he had a hammer, and I was like, is he gonna murder everyone?
And Sami Zayn on commentary.
Yes, that's right.
And Cesaro was the ring announcer.
Yep.
Yeah,
was
an
a-
IC title mess.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. It was really good, and I liked it.
Yeah, it was funny and dumb, but
Yeah.
it was a hot mess.
And I love to... Fucking ADR doesn't own clothes. I love, too, that the setup with the Kevin Owens and ADR, where he was like, you fucking called immigration on me. Kevin Owens, who is not American.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He was like, I don't want to be a tattletale, but, like, Alberto Del Rio is, like, really late.
Right? And Alberto shows up in his trunks.
Yeah, in his underpants. He's like, hey,
I know you did
everyone
this.
thought I had drugs in my pants, but it's just my dick. Ooh, Spanish.
There were some good things on Raw.
Raw was entertaining.
That
I
was
had a
actually
good time.
really good. Oh, I posted this on Twitter last week. I forgot about this. I didn't tell you about this. There is this thing called Puppet Reviews Raw, where it is a blue Muppet puppet, and every week he posts a video that's like 3 to 5 minutes long called Why Raw Didn't Suck. And it's a blue puppet. I don't know how much more I can emphasize this. It's an electric blue puppet who talks about all the reasons that Raw didn't suck. And it's actually awesome. I really like it. And it's fun because it's only like 3 to 5 minutes. And it's like, he goes through like basically all of the matches on the card.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, this is really cool. We get to see Cena versus AJ. We're all waiting for this. This is amazing. Let's just talk about this
Oh,
good
we didn't
stuff.
talk about their back
their
and forth.
signing.
It was good. I
enjoyed it.
I didn't fast forward through John Cena talking, so
Either.
there was like it felt like some real animosity though.
And AJ telling him that his
It basically
Kmart shop
felt-
an ass.
It felt like John Cena was like, I'm acting, and AJ Styles was like, I am not acting.
Fuck you.
I hate you.
And that match is going to be amazing. And I think the fact that AJ signed on to do it without the club also feels like he has to win. Like,
Yeah.
If Cena beats him, especially after all this, like, you bury guys like me, and, like, it just, he has to win. He has to win. Yeah, that was good. But yeah, you should watch Puppet. It's great.
We can put it on the Tumblr.
Okay.
Okay. Yo, I am tired.
Yes, I'm also tired. Super tired.
So should we be like done?
Yeah, I guess this should be the end. If you're going to AAW
Oh, yes.
on Friday, we are going to be there. You can come say hi to us.
Somebody had this great suggestion of giving us beers, and then we'll give you buttons.
That's a great idea.
I mean, we'll give you a button anyways.
But if you want to buy some beer, that's fine. Before we get our t-shirt shops.
Oh, yeah, our t-shirt delivery code. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. Somebody sent us an email that had a question in it, and I forgot to tell you, but we're going to do it on air live.
Yeah!
Also, I don't know if you know this. Somebody emailed this to me, but I also learned this. Squirrel Girl was a mutant.
Oh, okay.
She was never on an X team. She was always on an Avengers team, but she was a mutant. But then in the Marvel Now, it wasn't a reboot. It was just like a redesign. They basically just retconned that.
Oh, okay.
So now she's
So,
not a mutant.
at the time that people told me that I would be Squirrel Girl if I was a mutant, she probably was a mutant.
Yes.
Because that was like 10 years ago.
But now she's not.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
you are not.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. Whatever. I'll find a new mutant.
If I were a mutant, I would probably be Psylocke. But my favorite mutant is Shadowcat.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a Shadowcat.
Yeah, you're not.
But she's my favorite.
Yeah, she's good.
I am definitely somebody who just wants to murder people, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't like Olivia Munn, and Psylocke's character was pretty one note in the movie, but they did really nail her, like, insatiable desire to murder people. So. And I don't like Apocalypse as a villain, generally, because he's very, like, I am Apocalypse, I have one character note. But I liked the movie Apocalypse, and the Star Wars guy did a good job.
Which Star Wars guy?
The not black one?
What?
He's, like, famous, I guess. He, like, plays Poe Dameron or whatever. The one with the jacket. He plays the one with the jacket in the new Star Wars movie.
Oh, the good-looking one, the blonde guy. That
Hey.
was also in,
The other one is good looking, too.
no, the one that was in Into the Woods.
What? Was he in that?
I think so, if we're thinking of the same person.
We could literally Google this. Everyone is
I
screaming.
know.
They're like, it's this guy. That guy. He's, like, decently famous. I just don't care.
Yeah, okay.
He did a really good job.
Okay.
This is a question. I'm just going to read the whole email because it's not that long. Hello, I just started listening to your podcast a few episodes ago and I really enjoy it. You mentioned on the most recent one that you never get any email questions, so I'm emailing you right now with one.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is from James Hornsby, by the way. You both always talk about your wrestling shirts, and I'm curious if you have any that you regret buying. Like, there was a wrestler you wanted to support at the time, but then they turned out to be not that good or did something terrible. My wife and I went to the Raw where Sin Cara debuted after attending WrestleMania 27, and I bought a shirt before the show started because we knew he was supposed to be a big deal, and we were excited to see him. Then he botched his very first ring entrance, and you know how it goes from there. She still wears the shirt sometimes as a symbol of what it could have been, but I'm not so big on it. And then he also does a webcomic. I do a webcomic about wrestling. I've made a couple comics about being paranoid to wear wrestling shirts out in public because I might have to talk to strangers. So I really respect how you both proudly wear them in everyday life. Here are the links to the comics, which I will put up on the Tumblr. So, do you have any ones you regret?
Let's see. I have a couple that I regret because I wish that I would have waited longer to buy them because I could have gotten a better deal on them. Those ones bother me. There are a few. Oh, well, that's because I'm the hardest penny pincher for how much money I spend on wrestling. Like, I will get the best deal.
Erin, I understand how much you don't spend money.
It's astonishing. So those ones I kind of regret a little bit, but I guess maybe my Randy Orton one, not because of him for any reason, but because of the way that the shirt itself is cut. It just isn't a women's cut, and it was advertised as one, and so I never ever wear it, which is unfortunate. Other than that, not really. I everyone that I have a shirt of, I still really support. Charlotte, I guess. I bought her shirt when she was in NXT and barely wear it now because I have not really enjoyed her run on the main roster. But that's kind of it. I can't think of there's not anybody that I learned horrifying things about them afterwards. So, yeah, I think that's it.
I have two. I regret buying my AJ Lee one because of the same reason of the Randy Orton, where it just it fits crazy.
Yeah, it's
and
just
it's
weird.
not even comfortable to wear to bed. It's just weird. I need to
cut mine up.
Yeah, I
honestly.
need to cut mine up into a crop top or something.
Yeah.
Because I want to wear it. I love AJ Lee, but it is literally the weirdest fitting shirt I've ever bought in my entire life.
Yeah, it's a weird. My Randy Orton one is a weird thicker cotton.
Yeah,
too.
that's the AJ Lee one. It must have been what they used to do.
It's stupid. I don't like it at all.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
And then the other one that I regret because I don't know how to wear it because of this is I have a Amazing Kong one.
Oh yeah.
And I got it
That one's
literally
so
like
cute.
2 weeks before all of the like weird assault stuff came out.
Yeah.
And it is so cute and I love it and I still really like her as a wrestler, but I like just feel kind of weird wearing it. So it just like sits in my closet. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I don't hate her as a person. Like people make mistakes. I understand it. Like Austin Aries has made mistakes. People make mistakes. I just...
Yeah.
It's still a little fresh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ugh.
Yeah. As soon as we got that question, I was like,
Yep. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, there's that. We don't have any new reviews, so you as a listener, if you have not reviewed our podcast, oh my God, what are you doing? Get on the internet right now. Erin, review the podcast. Erin Klein.
I know.
I'm gonna kill you.
It's because I don't ever use my computer unless it's to write papers, and I can't do it from my phone. That's why. I know.
Well, next time you finish a paper, review the podcast.
Okay, I will.
You can review our podcast on iTunes. Please rate, review, and subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about us. Check us out on notyourdemographic.tumblr.com. I post sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
I posted the hilarious Mars Attacks pre-mode thing.
Yeah.
So. And I just said I was going to post a bunch of stuff, so let's hope that I do it. Don't really remember what I said. I know I got to post that webcomic. Don't know what else. Oh, the puppet.
Yeah, Puppet. We got to post a link to Puppet.
Something else, maybe?
That's good enough for now. Someone will remind us. We'll get like a comprehensive list. I had somebody text me today about, or message me today about us talking about me being an American spy, and I was like, I literally don't remember talking about
Yeah,
that.
I listen to so many podcasts, and people are always like, yeah, people come up and be like, oh, this joke, but we don't remember that, and now I get it.
I totally get it. That was the first time I've ever experienced that. I've been like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So funny.
You can email us. Send us some more questions.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I think that's fun. But you can
We
email
have
us.
a couple more, but I'm just doing one at a time.
Oh, okay, good.
But send us more.
Yeah, excellent. Spread that out because we'll get a drought, I'm sure. So you can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
You can follow me at Stella_Cheeks.
You can follow me on Twitter at EarnGenC.
And look out for our delivery code.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so weird.
Yeah, we will see all of you who are going to AEW on Friday. Enjoy Monday.
And if you like Face Like Feministas, Lady J's going to be there.
Yeah.
So you get a 2-fer.
Yeah.
3-fer.
Three-fer. Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Whatever. So enjoy Money in the Bank on Sunday. You can wish me a happy birthday on Sunday. That would be super nice. I will send me.
Don't wish her a happy birthday unless she reviews the podcast.
Also, if you're gonna wish me happy birthday, send me your favorite GIF. That's what I want.
We do love gifts.
I love gifts.
If you follow us on Twitter, you probably hate it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I love them. They're so wonderful.
I do feel like a little lame now that they made GIFs so easy. Like, we were good at GIFs before they made GIFs on Twitter so easy.
It doesn't even matter. I'm still really good at it, so I don't even give a shit.
I'm still good at it too, but now I feel like other people are good at it.
Well, here's the thing is that you have to be smart about the selection of the gift that you use, and a lot of people are just like, oh, this one works. It's like, no, there's a better one. There's always a better one.
There's always a better one.
And you'll know when you find the best one. That's how I feel. And also, that gift library is not complete enough. I often wind up just looking up stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Tragedy. But yeah, some of your favorite gifts. They don't have to be wrestling related, but that would be pretty cool.
We're done.
All right. Peace to jabronis?
Why was that a question?
I don't know. I thought you were going to say it.
Did I look like I was going to say it?
You did look like you were going to say it, and then
All right, I
there was
guess
just
I can
silence.
say it now.
Okay.
Peace to jabronis.
FABULOUS. FABULOUS, yes. Diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. They keep hating on me, I don't stress. Don't got time for this, 'cause I'm fabulous. Capiche?
I want to support them. Imogen, don't bump into the microphone.
Okay, thank you. That's very nice of you.
Imogen's giving Erin kisses right now.
Thanks, Imogen.
Don't
No,
rub your
Imogen,
face on
get
the
out
microphone.
of here.
So that noise is what it sounds like when a cat rubs their face all over a microphone. Imogen, come on, now I have to edit this. We were doing really good before you came. Stop running into that. You're literally the dumbest cat. Come here. Now the other one's coming. Come on, you fat piece of shit. Body shame my cat.
This weekend at Kohl's, there's still time to save on great gifts for Dad, like a new dress shirt or tie, only $19.99. Give him a watch gift set for only $27.99. And save 50 to 60% on a performance golf shirt. And no matter how you pay, take an extra 20% off these already great sale prices. Everyone gets Kohl's Cash, too. Thursday through Sunday at Kohl's. Now that's the good stuff. Kohl's. Select styles offer valid June 16th through 19th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Hey, it's Flo, and this is my impression of a drill instructor directing a musical. 10 hot! Get those tap heels in line and let me see those jazz hands! Are you bundling your home and auto insurance through Progressive? Can you hear me through those sequins?
Bundle your home and auto through Progressive and save.
Left, 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 and step ball change.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Home insurance provided and serviced by other select insurers.